so it is doable if he gets on a roll like he was tonight. But right now, it's all about the Panther Frameworx Crate Sprint Cars. We're looking to send somebody to the Northern Crate Nationals. I'll give you the starting lineup in just a moment. Again, want to thank the good folks at Children's Miracle Network and Samaritan Medical Center, and to everybody who donated here tonight. And we really appreciate that, especially that donation from Mike Kelly from MK Construction. We're looking forward to seeing Jordan Kelly out on the racetrack, hopefully very soon, in the 358 Modified as well. So we'll give you the starting lineup here as the drivers make their way out onto the racetrack. It'll be Andrew Hennessy going from the pole in the 87. Josh Verne Jr. in the 1V will join him, both heat winners tonight. Row 2, Nick Webb in the 27, 72, Bruno Richard. Row 3, Brent Stratford, 28, Tucker Donath. Row 4, Chad Kramer, 89, and 271, Tiger Chapman. Row 5, George Sanford in the 25, 30 of Ken Klinkowsky. Row 6, Patrick Nolan in the 557, along with the 85, Cam MacKinnon. Rachel Zacharias starts inside row 7, the 71R. 74, Will Fisher will join her on the outside of that row. Chris Nethers in the 89X. Scheduled to complete this field. That was the scheduled lineup, but obviously that's been adjusted a little bit. A couple of cars not answering the call. 25 laps is the distance. A spot on the line for the Northern Crate Nationals at the Ohsweken Speedway. Andrew Hennessy and Josh Verne Jr., two of the top drivers in this division in this region, look to go at it here. Josh Verne Jr., 2 wins on the year. Same for Andrew Hennessy as they look it up off of turn number 3 and 4. Green lights are on and we're underway. Bruno Richard back there, position number 3. Nick Webb still 4th, along with a 28 of Tucker Donath in 5th. Down to the line, Hennessy in control at lap number 2. And Andrew Hennessy, it's been a while since he's been to victory lane here at the K&M Speedway. Last time he was here, he was celebrating his 100th career victory across multiple divisions on June the 13th. The second time he's been to the winner's circle here at K&M. And he's got the lead now as they click off lap number 3. Josh Verne Jr. still there for second. Bruno Richard up on that outside lane, trying to find some speed as he's closing in on the back of the 1V of Josh Verne Jr. Nick Webb still there in 4th, followed by Tucker Donath in 5th. George Sanford in a battle with Brent Stratford for position number 6. Stratford is 7th. Ken Klinkowsky is 8th. As they bring it across the line for lap number 4. Chris Nethers is 9th. And Rachel Zacharias completes the top 10. But Andrew Hennessy in full control of this race as they cross the line one more time for lap number 5. 20 laps left to go. Again, a little extra distance race here for Panther Frameworx Crate Sprint Cars. Usually they do 20 laps, but with this spot for the Northern Crate Nationals on the line, it is 25 the distance, and Andrew Hennessy looking to take it home here as they click off lap number 6 with Hennessy in control. Hennessy got the lead at the drop of the green flag and has not relinquished it since. Josh Verne Jr. He's chasing a career milestone himself, as we talked about Andrew Hennessy getting his 100th win of the year, as Patrick Nolan goes around on the front straightaway to the infield. Yellow lights are on at lap number 6. So yellow lights are on. 6 down, 19 to go. Patrick Nolan out of Parrish, New York, has looped it around down here in the front straightaway. We're talking about milestone wins. We saw Andrew Hennessy get his 100th career win across multiple divisions in his career. Josh Verne Jr., should he win tonight, he will eclipse his 50th career win and 9th overall this season. He's got 6 in a row at Brockville for 2025, and he's got 2 wins here. Set to go green. 6 laps is complete. 19 more to go. Can Andrew Hennessy hold on? Or will Josh Verne Jr. get his 50th career win? We'll find out here shortly. Hennessy has done everything right so far in the opening 6 laps. As they bring it across the line, we're green. And Verne moved way upstairs that time, trying to find some extra speed, and it looks like he may have found it as he closes quickly on Andrew Hennessy down the back stretch to turn number 3 and 4. He's within about a car length of Hennessy as they work it up off of turn number 3 and 4, down to the line this time by lap number 7, goes up on the board. Verne dropped it back down to the inside portion of the racetrack that time, just cannot seem to keep the car down low like he wants to, and Andrew Hennessy able to scoot away down the back stretch. Meantime, Bruno Richard trying to close in on the top 2 as well. He rides back there in 3rd. Nick Webb still 4th. Brett Stratford has flexed his muscle, his first start of the year, battling with George Sanford for the 5 spot as they work it into turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Working lap number 9 of this 25-lap contest, and Andrew Hennessy, again, he has done everything perfect so far. Verne and Richard are closing in though as they work it into turn number 1 and 2. Bruno Richard lurking in that outside lane. He's got a little quicker up there as he heads down the back straightaway, closes in on Josh Verne Jr. for the 2 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4 and back down to the line. Andrew Hennessy, a perfect line up off the bottom. He runs away with the lead. Lap number 10 up on the leaderboard. 15 laps left to go. Couple of different lines out there on the racetrack as we've been watching Andrew Hennessy running the extreme inside lane. Josh Verne Jr. about a lane off the bottom, and Bruno Richard right around the outside lane as they work it down across the line for lap number 11. Nick Webb still 4th. George Sanford has cleared Brett Stratford for the 5 spot right now as they work it down the back straightaway, coming into lap number 12. 12 laps up on the board. Andrew Hennessy still in control, but Josh Verne Jr. looks like he's cutting a better corner through turn number 4 that time. He closed in on Andrew Hennessy for the top spot as he is there now within about 2 car lengths, but he slipped again up off the inside lane, and turn number 2 seems to be where Josh Verne Jr. is having his problems getting through it, but then it turns around, and Hennessy a little trouble up off of turn 4. He cut a good corner that time, however, as they work in lap number 13 with 12 laps left to go. 12 to go, and Andrew Hennessy looking to score his 3rd win of the season. He would become the first 3-time winner of the year if he could do that, but Josh Verne Jr. is going to make him work for it. Down across the line, top 2 have pulled away from Bruno Richard by almost a straightaway, with Nick Webb still 4th and George Sanford into the 5 spot. In the meantime, Andrew Hennessy sets it up down the back straightaway. Verne within about 4 car lengths as they go to turn number 3 and 4, down to the line once again. 15 on the board, 10 laps left to go. Verne is within 3 car lengths, but he's worked really hard to get there. Bruno Richard back there in 3rd, losing touch with the top 2. We're going to run into some lap cars. We got Will Fisher and Patrick Nolan just in front of the leaders. We'll see which lane Andrew Hennessy picks as they come down into turn number 1 and 2 with 9 to go. Down the back straightaway. Again, Josh Verne Jr. losing a little bit of time up off of corner number 2, but he regains it back through turn number 3 and 4. Down to the line this time by Hennessy, trying to figure out which lane to go in with Patrick Nolan and Will Fisher just in front of him. We have 8 to go. Battle is on now for the race lead. Hennessy with the advantage by about 4 car lengths as they go to 3 and 4. Verne is right there with him though. Which lane does Andrew Hennessy pick? He's going to go to the bottom to try to get around Patrick Nolan. Nolan gives him the lane down there as they go into turn number 1 and 2. Hennessy able to get on by Josh Verne Jr. looking to do the exact same thing. Nolan gives him plenty of room up off the corner. Verne gets by with no problem. Now he's within a couple of car lengths of Andrew Hennessy as they go to turn number 3 and 4. 6 laps left to go for Andrew Hennessy. But Josh Verne Jr. is not going away. Bruno Richard still back there in spot number 3. He's got a shot at this one as well as they go up off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Verne can't quite keep the car down low, and Andrew Hennessy pulls away down the back straightaway. But again, Verne will regain the distance back in turn number 4 and back down to the line. 5 to go for Hennessy. Good tussle at the front of the field. Verne has done everything he can to run down Andrew Hennessy, but Andrew has held a pretty wheel entire race long. Both drivers won their heat races earlier tonight and have been the fastest 2 all day long. Hennessy trying to bring it home with 4 to go. Will Fisher right in front of the race leader. He gives Hennessy plenty of room on the bottom to get by as they work it down the back straightaway. Now Verne's going to have to figure out which lane to go in. Will Fisher goes to the bottom lane. He'll slide up, and Josh Verne Jr. able to get by down the front straightaway with 3 laps left to go. But still more lap traffic for Andrew Hennessy is right there in front of him as they work it off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Verne once again cuts a pretty good corner off of turn number 2. Hennessy is right there on the bottom. No, which lane does Andrew Hennessy go in? 2 cars right in front of him. Down to the line. We'll have 2 to go, and Josh Verne is closing again. Verne's going to check. He's going to go upstairs this time in turn number 1 and 2. Gets a good drive up off of turn 2 this time. White flag will be waving. Still lap traffic to deal with for Andrew Hennessy as they work it into turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is in the air. Hennessy goes to the bottom, but the lap cars are there. White in the air for Andrew Hennessy. So Hennessy's going to go upstairs. He's going to try to figure something out as they exit corner number 2. This is Josh Verne Jr.'s last chance to try to get by as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. Andrew Hennessy sails it in on the top side. Lap car is right in front of the leader. At the line, Andrew Hennessy is going to the Northern Crate Nationals. Verne crosses second. Bruno Richard, Nick Webb, and George Sanford the top 5.